Hi guys, this is probably gonna be my lowest quality video ever. Just bear with me here. I kind of want to get this specific sketchbook tour done because I really don't like this sketchbook. And so getting it done will just be like peace of mind to me, if that makes any sense. So actually I'm gonna switch hands. You get to see this hand because there's no band-aids on this one. Okay, so this is the front of the sketchbook. It was July through October because this one was horrible to get through. Like, normally it doesn't take me this long. This sketchbook was just so big and it drove me crazy. I hate drawing in big sketchbooks. The back of this was just a drawing of my cat and then a robin sticker, which that sticker has so much lore behind it, but I'm not even gonna get into it. This whole sketchbook is just kind of insane, I'm not even gonna lie. And I mean, it starts off that way, truly. I did this like crayon portrait. Also, camera's gonna be shaky. I don't feel like getting out my stabilizer right now. I'm filming this late at night. I kind of want to go to bed, but I want to get this video out because I realized in my last video I said in like 2 weeks I'll have another video out, and it has been four weeks. So getting this one out, because I just stopped being busy. But yeah, here's just like a crayon starter page where I'm just like, this is bigger than I expected it to be. It was just like a self-portrait, silly, goofy page. I came back and did this one later because I didn't want to work on it because of the crayon mess that was left from it. So I just drew him screaming. This is the second page. I never finished this page because I truly just did not like it. What's nice about hand holding though is I can go closer to the drawings. If it will focus. It's a drawing of my boyfriend Taylor, who actually got me this ring. If you see this lovely ring during it, love him so much. A drawing of him and I and our friend Adam, and then a drawing of me and my friend Cyrus. We created a bunch of jorts over the summer that we would wear all the time. And then, sorry, the focus is going a little out of whack. Then on this page, I have Lollipop Chainsaw and Spider-Man fan art that I just quickly did with Poscas, just to kind of like, I don't know, pass the time. They weren't really fully thought out drawings, sadly. This page is probably my most thought out spread in anything. Or I say thought out, but it wasn't really thought out. I just wanted to do a portrait of Zoe Thorogood because I admire her so much and I admire her work more than anything. And so I wanted to do a portrait of her surrounded by like Pokemon and stuff. And then on this page I just wanted to match the colors, so I just took out some Posca and I did some eye studies that just ended up looking really nice and complemented the other page very well. I'm switching hands actually again because my hand was getting tired already. This page I do not like, or I don't like this page. I like this page because this page is cute. This page, I did a drawing of Marie, who is an actress, in the I want to say 30s, 40s, but I may be off. It's a long name. And then on this page, I drew Walsh and Zoe from Firefly, which is my favorite TV show. I recommend giving it a chance. If you like Cowboy Bebop or really any sci-fi space show, Firefly is truly the best. I love it with all my heart. So I drew the two of them because they are also one of my favorite couples in any piece of media. They're so sweet. And then underneath it, I drew an image of my boyfriend and I from when, sorry, that was my finger, from when he had a few cats that he was fostering. And I would go over and hang out with them because I love cats. This page is just pencil doodles I did while my friends were over. And on this page I drew my friends that I was with. We have Charlotte, Adam. I actually drew the same one in my last sketchbook tour on the last page, but I redrew it in pencil. And then Cyrus and Bronte. I forget that I can actually go up close with this. I just have to focus it. I really like these. They're goofy and I love my friends a lot, so of course. And on this page I went and saw the Barbie movie with my boyfriend, and so when I came home I immediately drew Barbie and Ken. I love them so much. That movie was amazing. This page I went and visited my boyfriend and my friend at work, which also happens to be my old place of employment, so it's always fun going back. And then I just did a figure study on the page over, which I don't necessarily love, but always good to do. So yeah. Alright, this page, I have this frog plush. It's a jelly cat, I think it is. Yeah, that my friend Greg gifted to me for my graduation, and he just looks so goofy. So I just did a little drawing of it. I really like the one of it breakdancing. I think if it will focus. I think this one's just super stupid. I don't know why I drew that. And on the other page, I drew Merry and Pippin, because I love Lord of the Rings a lot, and I was rewatching them with my friend Adam. I think we watched all the movies in one day. We started at 1 p.m. and we ended at like, I think 1 a.m. I think it was a full 12 hours. It was awesome. We didn't leave the couch once except to change the DVDs. It was most amazing. This page, I think is neat because I just tried different things. I tried high contrast images, just doing the contrast between two colors on here. And it was very fun to do. I just kind of went with like a classic horror theme, even though these two are just Pinterest examples. And then of course we have the Bride of Frankenstein, but it was still very fun to do. And then on this page, I have Envy Adams from Scott Pilgrim, but I decided to use screen tone and cut it onto the page, which just gave it a super fun look, but it was hell to work with. So if I go close, you can actually see like all the mistakes and like where I cut out and worked on everything. It was super frustrating and definitely a learning curve, but still extremely fun to do. And yeah, I'm happy I did it. I will definitely try more again in the future. This page is just little doodles to kind of debrief, because I once again was not very happy with the size of the sketchbook. It was very overwhelming. So I did, sorry, I have to refocus it each time. I did 30-second studies, 60 seconds, and then 2 minutes, which I think the ones that I'm the most proud of is probably this one. Like these two I think are quite nice. On this side, these are just some pencil sketches while waiting for people to get off work. This is my boyfriend. I love him so much. Drew him again down here, drew myself, Bluey, my cat, and then me and Alan from Smiling Friends Talking, because why not? And then I did myself, Corey, and then my friend Charlotte, because I missed her. Yeah, and so this is this page. The next page, I saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. I'm a huge Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan, so I was so excited to see this. And I love the Turtle Tots so much. While watching it, I was literally like, I'm going home and I'm drawing all of them. It was very fun to just like look at screen caps of the movie and like quickly draw them. I think I did them in like 30 seconds. It was very quick, except for this one, of course. This one I took time on because it was so funny to me to make him just do Donatello doing the 4. It was very fun to do. And then here I got gouache paint for the first time, and so I did weather report, because every time I try a new medium that's paint, I always paint weather report. I don't know what it is. I was looking at it and I think 3 years ago I did a like metallic acrylic painting of weather report, and I was looking back on it and I'm like, wow, I really just paint weather report all the time. I'm very unhappy with like the skin tone. That's a theme that you're gonna see later on with gouache, is I can't figure out how to do the skin tone, but I really like the details in the face especially. Here I'm not gonna show for too long because there's a lot of mistakes, so I don't like it, but I did a little comic about my boyfriend and I because he left for college, so I was very sad. This main drawing I'll show off, but everything else I won't really show. But I love him a lot, and yeah, crazy. And then over here I did some figure sketches again because I really love doing them. I'm taking a figure study class soon, so I'll do more updates on it. But the one in blues I did in 30 seconds. Yellows was 1 minute, 5 minutes in green, and then I did like hand studies in orange. And then cat studies in purple, I think it was. I just color coded it to make it easier on my brain. It was very fun to do though. And then on the next page, this one I hate a lot, because I could not figure out skin tones for the life of me, and going over it just was horrible, so I just didn't. But it's a week of the outfits I wore, just to like, because I thought that would be fun to document, and like give me a thing to draw for the week, so I was like constantly drawing. But then when I painted it, it failed. This is not my skin tone at all. It was frustrating. But the outfits were fun. It was nice to have that kind of practice, I guess. But yeah, I think highlights are definitely, if it will load, my Linton shirt that my friend Charlotte made me, which I love so dearly. And yeah, the outfits are nice, but that's kind of it. You can tell, I think throughout the week you can tell when stuff was happening, because like these 2 days I was just drawing and hanging out with people. This day I had a job interview. This day, I think this was the day that my boyfriend left for college, so I had no effort there. I was a mess. And then this page I was hanging out with Adam. We went to like the train tracks nearby and just like hung out, so I just wore like a regular outfit. And then I was at home these 2 days just drawing, because Adam left on this day, so I had no one to hang out with. Here, yeah, you can see the art block. I hadn't, yeah, just mentally I was, blocked and depressed, so came through in my art. So I did Kermit walking Robin on one of those little like kid chains, and then I tried doing some like color studies here, but I really didn't like how they looked, although I think the Fiona is fun. Here I just really couldn't get the effort to draw something full on, so I just took a pen and freehand drawed. Just a lot of Fooly Cooly stuff. Fooly Cooly and Adventure Time, I think, were like the main things that were on my mind at this time. Definitely came through. Here, okay, so over here I have some drawings of Ramona and then myself. I really love Ramona Flowers a lot. And then I did a little comic in the red, which I'll hold on for a second, but it is in red, so it's hard to read, but I don't really want to read it off. But I love drawing Smiling Friends characters whenever I'm going through like a rough patch, so it's very fun to do. Also, whoever pointed out that I use red whenever I'm having a breakdown, you're so real. You're so real for that. I think that comment came out after I drew this, and I looked back on it, and I'm like, wow, real one for that. But yeah, no, definitely done in red. And then on this side, I just got I was missing my boyfriend, and I think I was on call with him, and so I drew us as anime characters and colored it in, because I'm a simple person. I'm very simple. Okay, so this side is fun because I just started watching movies to kind of take my mind off stuff, and so I did screen caps from Scott Pilgrim, because it is just like truly one of my favorite pieces of media of all time. So I did the scene where he goes into the library and realizes that Ramona is a real person. Love it so much. Edgar Wright is a phenomenal director, and I love everything he did in that movie. Mia God. Speaking of phenomenal, I watched X and Pearl back to back again, so of course I had to draw Maxine. I absolutely love Mia Goth. There's a lot I would change in this. I did this more so for practicing coloring. So I'm not gonna beat myself up over it too much, but there's like a lot I would change in like how she looks. I'm still learning on, drawing. I think in my last one I also mentioned that anytime that I have bleed through, I completely lose motivation for it, and I did not fix that in this. Like, I made it very clear that I had no motivation to work on it, so I didn't, just to keep myself sane. And then on the other side, I also had just no motivation, so I drew Zelda from both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, which I'll be honest, I have not finished playing Breath of the Wild at all, but that's okay. I wanted to draw Zelda from Ocarina and sorry, my brain is blanking. Anyways, there's other games that I like Zelda in more, but I think her design in these ones are so much more fun. So I went ahead and drew her in those. This page is also strange. I just didn't feel like putting a lot of effort in, so I just took not Copic. I took Posca pens and just kind of went crazy with a little Hellboy, because I'm always in my Hellboy phase. That will never change. Like, he is so fun to draw all the time, and just one of my favorite comics and character designs ever. It's so cool. And then on this side I drew Miku, because I think I finally got my Miku poster back up, so that was just exciting for me. So I drew her. Okay, also I'm sorry for the weird lighting. Made a bad decision to film this at night. On this side, I watched The Thing for the first time, John Carpenter's The Thing. Beautiful movie, my favorite horror movie I think I've ever seen. And so immediately I went crazy. I like, the whole movie I was sitting there going, Kurt Russell has the most beautiful hair, and so I immediately drew it. I really, not like extremely proud, but I really like this one. And this one too. This movie was so good, and if you're looking for like just like a genuine good horror movie, The Thing was beautiful. I don't know why it took me so long to watch this as like such a big horror movie fan. How I'm taking like horror movie film classes, like I feel like I should have seen it earlier. It's beautiful. It's so good. And then on this side, oh my god, speaking of horror, I did a little Elvira because it became October. And so I wanted to do like Happy Halloween, and so I did a little Elvira. And then I did Willem Dafoe's character from The Lighthouse. Hopefully this does not get marked, because that does not look enough like a penis to be anything. But yeah, I really like how that figure turned out actually, so I'm not even gonna say anything. And then over here I just looked at Pinterest for some references to fill up, because I was losing motivation completely in this sketchbook. It's so big, and more than I could chew. I took up way more than I could chew. Here I did, Barabella. Amazing cult classic movie that I own the DVD for, and just like, I'm a huge fan of the aesthetic of it. Not the movie itself. The movie itself is not great. It's just like a bad sci-fi movie from the 60s, but it's so aesthetically beautiful. I'm not even gonna lie. Also, I'm so sorry for the focus. It's bothering me too, don't worry. And then on the other side, I did But I'm a Cheerleader. It's just a beautiful movie. I really like it. It's a very good movie. If you can't tell, I like movies just a little bit. So I did that. This is just like a fun page. It's women. I like women, you know, just get that done. This page I really like, too. I think this spread is really nice. Just some Fooly Cooly. They're so fun to draw. I love them so much. Every single sketchbook I've ever had is filled with at least like 5 different Fooly Cooly drawings. It's so fun. And then I did Lum over here, which was just like a fun color study. I did this mainly to learn like how I want to start coloring things. And I've stopped leaning on black outliners, or liners, I guess, and I've started to like that a lot more, just not relying on that, which made this just like a super fun spread. Very anime, I won't lie. This spread is not, or it's not really a spread. Over here I did some Red Dead art of John and Arthur, because this is, out of all like the media I consume, which is a lot, it's a lot, Red Dead 2 is by far my favorite of all time. I have so many shirts and buttons and pins and like just I love it so much. I have the maps all over my walls. It's so good. And so I just was really in a mood of thinking about it, so I went ahead and drew Arthur as well. It's such a beautiful piece of media, and I feel like I can never fully capture its greatness anytime I draw it, which I want to work on. I want to do it justice. And then on this side, another one of my favorite pieces of media ever is Scott Pilgrim, so I did some Kim Pines. Also, again, just to like practice my coloring and everything, but also because I realized that I never really drew Kim, and I love Kim a lot, especially in the comics. She reminds myself of myself, so she's such a good character, very fun to draw. This page, once again, the bleed through is just like something I need to fix myself, but I haven't. Another Fooly Cooly drawing, which is just so much fun to color in. Alright, sorry if there was a weird cut, my camera like completely shut off. But anyways, again, this was inspired by my friend Charlotte's, one of her drawings, and I took it and made it a Fooly Cooly character. I cannot wait for Charlotte to get some form of social media so I can get you guys on her work. It's so good. So, I drew my uniform for some of the jobs that I worked, because I was working at Spirit Halloween and a sushi restaurant. So I just drew like normally what I wore for the shifts, which for the sushi restaurant was all black. Just like nice clothes, and then for Spirit Halloween is casual, which is beautiful. I had so much fun working at Spirit. I love horror stuff, so it was just very fun for me, but I was working two jobs is all I'll say. And then this was an experience that happened to me while working at Spirit, was a little girl came up to me asking for like a fake rubber bat, because she was going around as a cheerleader for Halloween and she wanted one to go with her while she was trick-or-treating, and I was like, absolutely, I'll help you look for one, because I was thinking about it. I'm like, I don't think that we have any in stock, and we didn't, but I walked around the store with her and I held her hand because she was scared, and I'm so sad that we did not have a rubber bat for her. Literally, I was crushed. I was so crushed. But, tragedies of retail jobs. Oh, on this side, that just fell off completely. Okay. I got some charcoal pencils, and so I was giving it a try because I'm about to take some figure study classes, and my camera messed up again. 1 second. Sorry, camera's back. I'm about to take some figure study classes, and charcoal is obviously the medium we're using, so I want to be more familiar with it before I take it. So I just did some portraits as it went. Not really proud of that one. I think the only ones that I really like are these two. I think these two are the strongest. And then on this page, I was just a little brain dead, and so I drew Dimitri from Fire Emblem Three Houses, which is another one of my favorite video games, and that's the time skip one. And then just a lot of my boyfriend, because once again, I think I was on call with him, and just felt fun too, and it was fun. It was a great time. And then this is the final page. I ended on October 25th. It is, I think, it is November 3rd today. Soon to be 4th. We're on the line of it being midnight, so count it as either. But I drew myself in the Scott Pilgrim jacket, although I made it green instead of blue. I know that it's blue, but my brain farted and I made it green, and so now it's green. And I just talked about things I did, just like how I thought about it, and I tried screen tone and I tried gouache, which made me happy. Those are both two extremely new things to me, and then just like my thoughts on this is I hated it. And I think that's okay. I had growth in this sketchbook, and I did things that were important to do and to try, but I hated it a lot. I don't want to work in a sketchbook book like this again. I think that I just work in smaller sketchbooks better. And yeah, this definitely came across, because it was miserable. And that's kind of all I have to say about this sketchbook. I think that it was a good sketchbook. I think I have some strong pieces in here, but it just was not a fun process. Normally I don't want it to be something that's so daunting and takes so long for me to do, because I want to have that motivation to draw every single day, or draw as, you know, constantly as I can, but the size of the sketchbook just like made it so much more difficult than ever. So I think I need to size back down, but trial and error, so it works for me. But yeah, hopefully I'll have another sketchbook video out, but I'm not sure because I don't actually have another sketchbook at the moment. I just am working on comic stuff and soon to be digital art, so I'll update anything fun that goes on, I guess, or any art things that feels important to update. But for now, thank you again for watching my videos, and I love all of your guys' comments so much. You guys are the sweetest. And see you guys soon. Alright, bye-bye. Thank you.